Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now happy to introduce another family planning superhero, youth activist, trainer, and advocate of youth rights in Bangladesh. That is none other than Sadia Rahman. You're welcome.
Honorable Prime Minister of Rwanda, Your Excellencies, Minister of Health from different countries, representative of youth and development organizations, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and wow, I'm so privileged and honored to share this evening with all of you, and especially with these incredibly amazing young people that are present here today. It is my exceptional honor to represent them, and in some small way, to represent the 1.8 billion young people in the world. I come from a society that prizes sons over daughters. My family thought investing in my education was a waste of money. I had aunts and uncles visited my home and told my parents, she will marry anyway. What difference does her education make? I protested. I remember I said, Mahatma Gandhi had 5 sons. Who remembers them? But Nehru had 1 daughter, and she changed the face of India. Eventually, I started to afford my own education, and today I'm here at the opening plenary of ICFP 2018 and a part of 69 country coordinators of International Youth Alliance for Family Planning. If you are a part of IY, please stand up. If you were a part of IY, please stand up. Please show your faces. IYFP is working to secure family planning, health, and rights for the 1.8 billion young people in the world. But what does family planning mean for people my age, when for many of us, planning our families is on the distant horizons? For us, family planning is not only about contraception. Family planning is a matter of lifestyle, choice, achievement, and privilege. Family planning is about autonomy over our bodies, and it is about the freedom of choice to control our reproductive health. When talking about freedom of choice, I recall a 16-year-old girl, Afrin, who I met in the course of my work with Sirak in Bangladesh. When she was pregnant before our marriage, she wanted to have an abortion. When they learned she was pregnant, Afrin was brutally beaten by her family. Her partner worked out leaving her alone. All alone, Afrin went by herself to a Qua clinic and had an abortion which resulted in full-blown sepsis. I wanted to meet her for her consent to share her story before coming here. But unfortunately, Afrin had died from her infection. Does Afrin or thousands of girls like her really deserve this kind of death? Did she deserve to be beaten by her family, rejected by her partner, or denied contraception so she wouldn't get pregnant in the first place? Today, I am the voice for Afrin, who can't tell her own story, but the answer is clear and resounding. No, no, and no, ladies and gentlemen. She and every other young person in the world have the right to access trusted health facilities, to get accurate information and services, and not to die because of denied contraception. Every individual must have the right to decide whom to love, when to marry, how many children to have, and if any at all. Youth should be reached through non-traditional, innovative, and effective ways. Addressing this, my organization, CIRAC Bangladesh, has developed a mobile app on abortion stigma prevention to help young people get accurate information about safe and trusted health facilities in a fun but effective way. Sexual and reproductive rights are intertwined with economic, social, cultural, and political rights. Whether it is child marriage, gender inequality, climate change, or migration, all of the issues are connected. The country I come from is beautiful Bangladesh, the largest humanitarian site in the world of today. We opened our hearts to the world's most persecuted community, Rohingya people, when around 1.3 million fled into Bangladesh from Myanmar. Anwara is one of them. 17-year-old Anwara arrived at Balukhali camp in Cox's Bazar after a narrow escape from Myanmar following a torturous 5 days long restless journey with her only 7-year-old daughter in her arms. She did not know where her husband was and struggled with her post-pregnancy recovery without any help. Because the medical centers in camp had long queue to serve hundreds and thousands at a time, and she could not stand and wait for help. As a consequence, she got none. But initiatives taken by Bangladesh government with the support of UNFPA and many other development partners have ensured family planning services are available in all of the camps, following the solutions proposed by Bangladeshi Prime Minister at the UN General Assembly. However, there are millions of young people like Anwara without any access to information, services, or a life free from violence. Around the world, I speak to you this evening as a voice for these young people. For many in the room tonight, the Sustainable Development Goals are lofty words. But can you see the young people whose lives are affected by these goals? Afrin was one of them, so too Anwara. The Sustainable Development Goals will only be successful when we can connect them to individual lives. We cannot achieve the agenda for family planning unless we realize the importance of sexual and reproductive health in its totality. That is why I am here, but that is why you are here too. We young people are here not as the future, but as the present. And we are here to join hands with all of you who will work with us to secure our reproductive life and rights for a better future. We young people have the right to change the world. And when we get invested, we make sure that investment is not a waste. Rather, it is returned with a lifetime of returns. To the politicians and government in the room, I say, engage with us. To the donors in the room, I say, invest in us. To the NGOs in the room, I say, work with us so that together we can assure that all young people around the world can have a future that many are denied till today. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Sadia. Myself, I feel inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, efforts and investments made in family planning should definitely be recognized and celebrated. With that,